Good morning student. Today we will continue our chapter ratio and proportion and unitary method. Ratio already discussed in previous lectures. So today we will discuss about the proportion. See what is basically the proportion. We are taking some example. Suppose in a basket there are two types of fruit, 5 mango, 6 banana. One more basket is here, 10 mango, 12 banana. So can we say that these are which one has more value? This one basket or this one? How we can do compare? See this properly. We are talking about fruit. If we are taking the ratio of this, then it becomes 5:6. In this ratio 10:12, or when you solve it 2 5s are 10, 2 6s are 12, then it is also equal to 5:6. It means both the ratio are equal. So in any statement, if two equations are equal, if we can say two ratios are equal, then we can say that it is in proportion. So this is the concept of proportion. Suppose one more example. Neetu scored 10 marks out of 30. Sanjana scored 30 marks out of 90. Who get the more score? See, Neetu scored 10 marks out of 30. It means the ratio of the scoring marks, we can say that is 1:3. And Sanjana ratio 30:90, it means also 1:3. So both the ratio are equal. So we can't say that Neetu scored the more marks from Sanjana or Sanjana scored the more marks from Neetu, because they both scored the marks in same ratio. So this concept is called the proportion. In this proportion, we take 4 terms: A, B, C, D. How, if we are saying that A, B, C and D are in proportion, then how we write down A:B to colon C:D. A:B colon C:D. It means that A:B is equal to C:D. Both ratios are equal. And how to solve it? These are called the extremes and these are called the means. A and D are called the extremes and B and C called the means. So there is a formula that product of extremes is equal to product of means. Product of extremes is equal to product of means. It means A multiplied by D should be equal to B multiplied by C. In this case, D is called fourth proportional. D is called fourth proportional. How we will use it? Suppose it is given to you 2, 3, 4 are in proportion, then find out fourth proportion. Then it means our fourth proportion we can take x, and we want to find out the value of x. Then 2:3 proportion 4:x. How to solve it? 2 multiplied by x is equal to 3 multiplied by 4. Then x value 3 multiplied by 4 divided by 2. 2 2s are 4, 2 3s are 6. It means what is the value of x? 6. If you see properly, this is also equal to 2:3. One more thing in this concept, if A, B and C are in continued proportion, then how to write it? If A, B and C are in continued proportion, it means we can write down like it, A ratio B proportion B ratio C. In continued proportion, there will be only 3 values given to you. Then how to write down it? It means B is repeating itself. A ratio B proportion B ratio C. And in this case, C is called third proportion. Third proportional. How to solve it? Same thing. A multiplied by C into C is equal to B into B. It means B square is equal to AC. B is equal to square root of AC. So, and this B is called mean proportion. Okay. Now, we will discuss some questions related to this. One by 3, 1 by 8, 1 by 5, 1 by 9. It is given to you, find out that these are in proportion or not. Firstly, we write down like form this. For finding these are in proportion or not, we will use the formula product of extremes is equal to product of means product of extreme 1 by 3 multiplied by 1 by 9 should be equal to 1 by 8 into 1 by 4. When you solve it, this is 1 by 27, this is 1 by 40, these are not equal. It means these given values or terms are not in proportion. Okay, another thing, see, another example. One proportion is given to you, 2 1 by 2 ratio x, 3 1 by 2 ratio 4. In this question, find the value of x. Same thing we will apply, that is product of extreme multiplied by product of mean. Firstly change it, 5 divided by 2x, 7 by 2 ratio 4. Now solve it, 5 by 2 multiply product of extreme. Firstly write down your formula, product of extreme is equal to product of mean, then x multiplied by 7 by 2. 5, 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, that becomes 5 2s are 10 is equal to x into 7 by 2. We want to find out the value of x. Here 2 is in division, so 2 in multiplication, 7 here in division. So your answer become 20 by 7 is equal to x. 7 2s are 14. 2 6 by 7 is equal to x. This is the value of x. Okay, one more question. Find the mean proportional between between 144 and 225. Mean proportional It means we want to find out the value of B. It means there is A and C and we want to find out the value of B. Mean proportion, whenever there is a word, it means these all three terms are in continued proportion. Same thing, that it means there become B into B is equal to A into C, B square is equal to AC, B is equal to square root of AC. Now put the value, A value 144 into 225. Now see, whenever we will do the calculation, try to do calculation in parts. If you do firstly multiply it, then maybe it becomes very simple to solve it, or maybe it becomes very rigid to solve it. So what we will do, if you know, firstly you always try to learn the square till 25. If you know, then very well. If you know very well, then you can solve easily that 144. This also the same thing like this. Because if you know that this meaning root A multiplied by root C also. Then root 144 meaning 12, root 225 meaning 15. That is 15 2s are 30, 15 1s are 15 or 3, 18. Or if suppose you don't know, then how can find out easily? Do the prime factorization. 2 7s are 14, 2 2s are 4, 36. For finding the square root, what we will do? We start to make a pair. It means 2, 2, 3. 2 2s are 4, 3s are 12. It means 144 root is equal to 12. Similarly, you can find out the root of 225. This is the mean proportion between this. But if your question is like this, 8, 32, 17 given, find fourth proportion. It means now it become like this. Fourth proportional is D here. So we will include D also. Now we will solve like this, then same procedure. Product of extreme multiply product of mean, then x is equal to 32 multiplied by 17 divided by 8. 8 1s are 8, 8 4s are 32, 17 4s are 68. This time we find out the fourth proportion. Okay, now we will discuss some word problem. Ayushri's goal is to practice. Ayushri's goal is to practice 20 minutes of math for every 60 minutes of class time. 20 minutes of math for every 60 minutes of class time. How many minutes of math practice should she do if the class is 90 minutes long? How many minutes of math practice do if her class is 90 minutes long? Unitary method, this is a proportion method. In proportion method C, Ayushri told 20 minutes of math for the 60 minutes of class time. So it means there is a ratio 1:3. We don't know about this, then there also should be equal to x ratio 90. It means x ratio 90 we can write down. Same thing, product of extreme is equal to product of mean. Then 90 divided by 3 is equal to x. Then it become, for x means x value 30 minutes. She do 30-minute math practice for 90-minute long class. In this C, I directly compare it because unit is the same in this situation. If we want to do like this, we are comparing the same things, 20 minute and x minute, 60 and 90. It means you can write down this also, 20 ratio x is equal to 60 ratio 90. Then 20 into 90 divided by 60 is equal to x. 3 3s are 9, 3 2s are 6, 2 1s are 2. This is also 30 minutes. So you can do compare like this, or you can do compare like this also, same thing. Whenever you are taking the ratio, there should be a same kind of quantity, same kind of thing, sorry. Okay, one more question in proportion. A building casts a shadow. A building casts a shadow that is 432 meters long. That is 432 meters long. At the same time, a person who is 2 meters long, cast a shadow 6 meters long. Cast a shadow 6 meters long. How high is the building? How high is the building? A building casts a shadow that is 432 meters long. At the same time, a person who is 2 meters long casts a shadow 6 meters long. How high is the building? See here. In proportion, if you talking about a building, if building is x meter long, then cast a shadow 432 meter. If we are talking about a person is 2 meters long, then cast a shadow of 6 meters. It means there should be the same ratio. This is the original height and this one is shadow height. So find out x into 6 product of extreme multiply product of mean, that is x is equal to 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 4s are 12. That what is the building height? Exactly, building height is 144 meter long. Now students, your exercise 8B complete. It's your homework. Do complete your exercise 8B. Okay, in the next lecture we will discuss the unitary method. Thank you.